For me, the biggest thing that's popped up is like the pricing objection. This is too expensive, or like, now is not the right time. I'll do it later, but like I just don't have the money right now. Um, and I'll kind of go into it with like like, okay, well, I mean, if we could help you get to your goal, would this make sense type of thing? But even then, people are just, I hear this like almost every call. This is,
Mhm.
too expensive type of thing. I'm hearing this like every 2 out of 3 calls. I hear this pretty much. So I don't know if this is
Okay.
like a targeting thing, or if it's like just a sales thing.
So before you say the price, do you get their scale of like confidence, like 1 out of 10, what they feel like?
I should do that more. Not on every call, but I should do that more.
Yeah. So you want to do that before you always pitch the price, because the thing is, like, before you pitch the price, you're still on their side, right? Once you pitch, you want to remove, the idea is to remove all objections before pitching the price. So if they say like, if they say like a 6, right, before you actually pitch the price, and like, so Aryan, like on a scale of like 1 to 10, right? Like how are you feeling about this? Like, what's your confidence level on 1 out of 10? Oh, it's a 6. Be like, oh, okay. So like, what would make this like a 1? Right? Then they would say reasons why the program is good, because it's not a 1, right? Psychologically.
Hmm.
And then you want to ask them like, okay, so you mentioned it was a 6. So what would make it like a 7 or an 8? Right? And then they would tell you exactly what their like objection is.
That
Hmm.
is extremely helpful
Yeah.
because like a lot of the times, like when you're on the phone with people, they don't like it doesn't click with them to really think about their vision or what's really like how it hurts them mentally by not fixing
Mhm.
that problem. And you
Yeah.
almost have to like break it down for them to actually think about it. I noticed that.
Hmm. Yeah. And another thing that's worked pretty well for me is sometimes like people don't recognize like the value of it, right? Like for the price, right? Like for example, you're selling 5K packages, right, Aryan? You could be like, oh, like if they come up with an objection being like, oh, like, I don't have the money, all that stuff, right? So what you could say is like, oh, so would you potentially get in this program if it was free? And then they
Hmm.
would be like, "Oh yeah, of course, I would get in if it was free, right?" And then I ask them like, "Oh, so like based off of the result I generated for Alex, he generated 200 something K, and like or this person, your testimonials that you got, be like,
Hmm.
so do you think you would make more than 5K from joining the program?" And they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, of course." You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So
Yeah.
then it's not really a pricing issue. So you kind of overcame that smoke screen. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I have a bunch of testimonials, but I don't fucking show that on the call.
When you really get good, that's why right now for you, like if you're taking 20 sales calls every 2 weeks, like the more simple amount of volume that you do, like the better you're gonna get at
Yeah.
recognizing this. Because like you can help them. They joined your call for a reason, right? Because they want your help. So it's really just you being able to navigate the belief towards you and your program, right?
Hmm.
Like another one that I've used is like, let's say if someone came up with like a price objection, right? I'm gonna be like, okay, like, so if you could, like, if you were able to get a Lamborghini in the next 2 days for 5K, like, would you somehow be able to come up with that money? Like, if you asked your friends, if you asked your mom, like, for a Lamborghini for 5K, they'd be like, oh, of course, 5K for a Lamborghini, and then boom, right? And then you want to anchor that back into your offer, being like, okay, so like, do you think being able to do this
Hmm.
and achieve this dream outcome would allow you to get something like that? And they'd be like, oh, of course. So you see how you're just kind of like re-anchoring it and
Yeah.
framing really just displaying the value proportion of what you're doing.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely. Yeah.